Guys, so I'm starting with freshly cleansed skin, and I'm going to go ahead and apply a moisturizer. I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Purely Nourishing Moisturizer for combo skin. So you always want to moisturize your skin even if you have oily skin, because leaving your skin too dry if it's oily is only going to make you overproduce oil, which is not a good thing. You're trying to keep the shine down. So next I'm going to be using another product from Bare Minerals. It's the Primetime BB Primer Cream in medium. Now if you have a complexion that's deeper than medium, this might not work for you. You might just want to stick with something that's translucent. And if you have a skin tone that's lighter than mine, then you'll want to stick with the light primer. Once I have the primer in place, I'm going to go ahead with some foundation. I'm using the Devitt Triple Seaweed Whip Foundation in Nullarbor Plain. And what I like about it is that you can start pretty light and then you can build your way up. Then I'm just using a Real Techniques buffing brush just to buff that in and give a really nice airbrush finish. I'm going to leave the concealer for last, so I'm just going to head straight for the eyes. So I'm just going to apply a primer, and I'm going to be using Benefit Stay Don't Stray. This is really good for concealers. Also underneath the eye, it helps with creasing, so I've noticed. So I'm actually going to put a little bit of that underneath my eye as well. I'm going to apply any excess anywhere I normally put concealer, because it's going to help prime that area for the concealer as well. Okay, so once I have my primer into place, I'm going to go in with my paint pot. So the one I'm going to be using is from MAC. It's called Let Me Pop. It's a very pretty rose gold color. I'm going to be using a flat shader brush from MAC. This is a numbers came off, but you can also use your fingers. Just a flat shader brush. And I'm going to apply that to my lower lid up to the crease. And what I really love about it is that it has a little bit of sparkle, so that's going to shine through my eyeshadow. Now you can leave this as so, or you can continue where I'm going with the eyeshadow on top. But by itself, these paint pots look amazing. Now I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush and MAC Saddle, and I'm going to apply this to my crease. It's a really nice warm brown. It's just going to give me a little bit of definition and warm up the look even further. So taking it into the inner corner, but most of the product is going to be applied right on the outside crease. Now because I have a slight hooded lid, I like to look forward and apply the color, because then that way I know that when my eyes are open you can still see it. That technique is really good for Asian eyes as well. So once I have that color in place, I'm going to apply a darker brown. This one is Embark by MAC, and I'm going to be using a smaller pencil brush. This one is from e.l.f. and it's called the Professional Eye Crease Brush. I'm going to take some of that color and I'm going to start to define my crease shape. So starting from the outside, that's where you want to deposit most of the color, and then working your way inwards. Just want to get that really good shape out here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. I'm taking that same Embark color, same pencil brush, and I'm taking that below my eye. It's just going to add some depth and some definition, and just balances out the eye. Makes it more smoky also. So once those colors are applied, I'm going to go in with MAC's Expensive Pink. It's a really pretty rose gold shade. And I'm going to take a flat shaded brush. I think this is a MAC 239. And I'm just going to apply that to my lower lid. And that'll also help to clean up that crease as well. And I'm taking that into my inner corner. going right below to meet with that dark smoky color. I'm going to take from this Urban Decay palette. I'm not sure what the name is, but it's the smaller silver one. And I'm going to take Polyester Bride, so it's this one right here. It's really light, creamy, shimmery color. And I'm going to apply that with the same flat shader brush to the inner corner of my eye. And then I'm going to blend that inwards. So once I have that down, I'm going to go in with a champagne color, a matte champagne color. This is going to be my eyebrow highlight. You can use any champagne color, but this one is from the Stila palette. I'm just using a flat, dense brush to go right underneath my brow with that. I don't want it to be too stark white, but I definitely want it to be noticeable. Just going to lift the brow. I'm just going to add my winged liner using my Inglot number 77 with a MAC 210 brush. And I also have a video on how to apply winged liner. If you guys are curious, I'll link that in here as well. So I've done my brows. I use the Anastasia DipBrow in dark brown with just an angled brush. I have a video. I'll link that in the description box as well as all the products used in this video. And then I applied some lashes. They're the Ardell Natural in 110 black. So I have a video for applying strip lashes as well, and I'll link that as well. So basically what I'm going to do is just tightline my eyes with a Estee Lauder Pure Color Intense Kajal eyeliner. So I'm just applying that to the fleshy part above on my eyelid. And that's just going to help define the eye, and it's really going to intensify that black. Then what I'm going to do is take that Kajal and then just line my waterline, and I'm taking that up until right here. And it doesn't matter if it gets a little messy, I'm going to be applying some black shadow below. And then I'm going to join that up with that wing. And I'm going to take a really skinny pencil brush. This has absolutely no name to it, but it's a very skinny pencil brush. And then I'm going to use a black from my Stila Naturalized eyeshadow palette. This one is in the color Ebony. So it's this black one here, which has been covered with all the other eyeshadows, but it is like the blackest black I think that I have used. So I'm going to apply that with that pencil brush to the bottom of my eye, just like that. And I want that to be really nice and smoky. We're going to fade that inwards. Just like that. Then I'm going to take just a flat shadow brush, and we're going right back in again with Saddle. I love that as like a blending color because it looks awesome. And then we're going to apply Saddle just right below that dark black just to blend it out, so that way it's very soft and diffused and not a harsh black line underneath your eye. So once you have that covered, you're going to go to concealing. So you're going to clean up all that goodness underneath. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Eye Brightener in Peach 8. I'm just going to add some of that. I like to do brightener and then concealer, because I think the brightener really does brighten. And then the concealer just helps to conceal any further darkness. You can do just brightener by itself if you want to keep it very nice and light. And then I take some of the brightener around my nose, and then down the bridge of my nose, just because. And then I'm going to go back in with that Beauty Blender, and I'm going to blend that brightener out. And you want to make sure not to ruin what you have done. And then I'm going to use my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. This color is in medium to ginger. I'm going to apply that exactly where I put that brightener, and I'm actually going to bring that a little bit lower just to highlight at the same time. You want a really nice, clean, flawless skin when you're doing such a dark, smoky eye. So that way that becomes the focus. And at the same time, I'm going to blend in a little bit of my MAC Prep and Prime, and this is in Bright Forecast. So that can go right there. And then up forehead and on the chin. Places where I want to highlight. And I'm going to take my Beauty Blender sponge and blend that out. Okay, so once everything is blended out, then we're going to set that makeup. So I'm going to be using two different powders. I'm using the Benefit Get Even No. 2 underneath my eyes and an e.l.f. blush brush. So I'm just going to lightly set that highlight. So any of the areas that I want to come forward. And with my NARS medium 5 Stromboli powder, I'm going to take a Real Techniques powder brush and I'm just going to set everywhere else. So this makes sure that your skin is bulletproof and very flawless. So once I have everything the way I like it, I'm going to contour with the Bare Minerals Ready Bronzer in the deep end. And I'm taking a Real Techniques contour brush to do that. And I'm starting right here, right above the ear, and I'm going to basically darken where the hollow of my cheekbone is. I'm going pretty dramatic, but I'm just going to blend that out as well. So you want something like that. And then you're going to go ahead and blend that out. I'm using a fluffy brush just to blend that upwards. It's also going to give my face some color. The same contour brush and the same bronzer, and I'm going to apply that at my hairline just to give my face some shape and some color. And then last but not least, I'm going to take that fluffy brush and I'm going to use my NARS Orgasm, which is my favorite blush. So I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks. And then just blending that upwards and into the temple. And this blush just works really well with that rose gold eye. Now, I've been trying new lip liners because I'm so stuck on my NARS ones. So this one is NYX Natural. And use that to slightly fill in my lip. Use a lip liner that's pretty nude for you. Then I'm going to take my NARS lipstick in Honolulu Honey. It's a really great nude color. And then lastly, we're going to add a pop of gloss. So this is the Bare Minerals Heartbreaker gloss. This really nice pinky, peachy color. And it just tops the look off. So I hope you guys enjoy the look. It's perfect for clubbing. It's really nice and dark and smoky, but it just adds a little bit of pop of something, you know? So I hope you guys like the look. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave all your comments below. And until next time, guys, bye!